The Bible tells us that this is ammunition. This is to give us a type of warning about what happened to those people in the past. We don't go through the same experience that they went through. And they say this is for our admonition, that we would make, preparations. And they say, if any man think he stands, if anybody think they stand, we need to take heed. We need to do something about it. We need to make preparations to go through what we're about to go through. The Bible is filled with accounts. It say many accounts in the field with God's people who point to the future events and that hold key to helping us understand present truth, you see. And we know that, in fact, some of those accounts foreshadow last day events. And we see many things that is happening. When Luke talks, Luke makes the statement, say, when you see these things, he say, look up, for your redemption draweth nigh. And let us know that things are going to happen just before Christ comes. And Peter asked the question, what matter of person are we to be? He said, what type of conversation should we have? He said, without violating an individual's freedom of conscience, God can perfectly stir the events that will happen in the last days, even that he revealed to the prophets. Some of these important stories are obvious. And so we'll be looking at certain things in the Old Testament will be parallel into a New Testament things that is happening, And one of the things that we talks about here in our lesson, they talk about the second coming, the investigated judgment, and say crisis and more. We're going to see a lot of things take place here in these last days. And we will not understand these things unless we are studying the Word of God. We're studying the Word of God to get better understanding, some clarification of these things. Okay. So as we move into Sunday's lesson, they're talking about the wrath of the Lamb. We're talking about the wrath of the Lamb. And we goes into these things looking at the wrath. Let's look at Revelation chapter 6, verse 12, And I want to look at this and see what is going on here. Now, Revelation chapter 6, looking at, starting at verses 12. And it goes on to say these words. It say, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake. The sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and it say, and the moon became as blood. And verse 13 say, and the stars of heaven fell upon the earth, even as a fig tree casts her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. Just dealing with these two texts here, we see that it say a great earthquake. And from our study of history, the greatest earthquake that we know of